I was on stream that long. I stay doing that. Anyway, good morning, everyone. And it's actually Friday this time because I'm always thinking it's Friday when it's not. But yeah, a couple of things to talk about today. Not a whole lot. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good thing to come on the stream. You see Bitcoin trying to push up to 66 right now. I want to say it came out of nowhere, but it's $1,000 price move. So neither big nor small. Anyway, so Bitcoin trying to go to 66,000. That's price action there. Of course, as I say, we don't really worry about the short term price action. And unless if it was a $5,000-$6,000 move, then that'll be different. But it's just doing regular Bitcoin stuff. Let me just get through this stuff pretty quick. Wait a minute. Wait, I think I accidentally deleted something. Hold on. It's all right. So the Bitcoin ETF inflows yesterday were, I got it on my screen and I'm trying to remember. I think it was like 85 million. Yeah, it was about 85 million. BlackRock had another good day. BlackRock had another 100 million plus day. I mean, they are BlackRock. Fidelity had 2.8 million. Not a lot. And it was Grayscale. Grayscale with the outflows of about 23 million that kind of set us back. Grayscale and the outflows. But I'm gonna talk around the stuff with the outflows and stuff as well today too. So Grayscale outflows about 23 million. BlackRock had 102 million. Everybody will say it was kind of skimpy what the inflows was, but we had a net positive day of 85 million, which is still good. I know everybody's looking for those days when we're having 300 and 400 million again. They're coming soon. This one was talking. I guess I agree with this. It was saying how during the Bitcoin conference in 2021, it went down. Bitcoin went down 3%. 2022, it went down about 8%, and last year it was flat. I think they're right. This year is going to be up because all the stuff going on. I'm gonna talk about some of the stuff later, but the stuff with Trump being at the conference, some of the stuff that they think is going to be announced at the conference, so on and so on. And a lot of people are speculating like, is it going to be like buy the rumor, sell the news, or whatever? I don't know. I think it's actually going to pump. I think it's going to actually pump. Like I said, I think probably pump for about 2 weeks and then maybe have a retracement or whatever. But we'll see. It depends on how bullish the announcements are. So it could go crazy. We don't know. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. I don't have to say it. I'm just worried about the long term. I've been seeing everybody and their mama talking about this and their cousins too. Says new Dennis reporter reports that Trump to announce a strategic Bitcoin reserve at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville. And a lot of people saying like he kind of got this from. Listen, once again, y'all. Repeat on the channel if you're new on the channel. I don't care about your political views or any of that stuff. I don't swing one way or the other. It doesn't matter to me. But I will say that I think he did get this from RFK Jr. Because he was definitely talking about this. I know he's got that messed up voice though, man. I'm praying for dude. I don't know what's going on with his voice. It could be, never mind. I'm not gonna say what I think. Whatever. But anyway, RFK Jr. was so a lot of people feel like he took it from RFK's playbook. But I do remember before he announced his VP that they I don't know if people knows, but a lot of Trump and RFK had a meeting like right before he announced his VP, and then people speculating like, wait a minute, is RFK going to be his VP or whatever? Which I didn't think that was going to happen, but they did meet for about an hour or two before this. So I don't know, maybe they talked about this together, and I don't know. As they say, set aside their differences or whatever. But yeah, RFK was definitely one of the first ones to say this. At least here, we're not talking Bukele and all them in El Salvador, but whatever. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll see if he announces this. This will be really bullish for crypto. Now, this, my bad. This one here, what I just did. Okay. Now, this one here is a little crazy. So I'm getting through this fast today. We're gonna have a quick stream today, probably. But a lot of people been speculating. You know, when the Bitcoin ETFs came out, everybody was saying like, "Oh my gosh, we got to go to Valhalla. It's about to pump like crazy." Blah 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 blah, or whatever. But then I was saying like they're going to use the grayscale outflows to control the price of Bitcoin, which they still been doing. They still been doing it. So every time we have a big inflow day, grayscale will have a big outflow day. Like I think the other day was like $450 million, and then you had grayscale with was like $60 million in outflows or whatever. But they're using it to balance it out however they want it to be. But anyway, so people speculating the same, including me, speculating the same. It was the same thing going to happen with the Ethereum ETFs, because Grayscale also had the Ethereum trust or whatever before, and they're doing the same thing. They converted their Bitcoin trust to Bitcoin ETF, and they're converting their Ethereum trust into a Ethereum ETF. Sorry, right? So the Ethereum ETF fees was the same as Bitcoin. They were still high. But this time they like a lot of people saying they playing chess, because now they got the Ethereum mini trust, which has the lowest fees of all the Ethereum ETFs now at 0.15%. So a lot of people speculating that they either going to keep the big dogs in their in the big Ethereum ETF or whatever. Who doesn't care? I mean, because that's normally what they paying for other stuff anyway. So maybe they're going to stay with Grayscale because they trust Grayscale, and they like, okay, we've been rocking with them. We just going to stay over here anyway. Or if they do try to outflow from the big, I call it the big Ethereum ETF or whatever. If they do try to outflow into that, I mean, from there, they have the mini trust that has the lowest fees. Because last time with the when they converted their Bitcoin trust to Bitcoin ETF, people was coming out of their Bitcoin ETF because they had high fees and going into other ones like BlackRock and so on. That's why BlackRock probably still has some of the biggest inflows or whatever. But Grayscale said this time they're going to play both sides of the fence. They're going to have the one with the high fees, and then the mini trust, they have the absolute lowest fees out of everybody's ETF. So if they do come out of Grayscale's trust, or that's being converted to ETF, they can just go right into the mini trust, which has lower fees. So it could be a win-win for them. We're going to see how it plays out. But it's with this whole setup is a potential that we don't see as much of a dump on the Ethereum, and maybe the price appreciation would go up faster because it's not so much of an actual dump, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that's the news. There's a pretty big piece of news, along with them supposed to be starting trading on the 23rd, I think. Oh yeah, we getting through this real fast today. Where am I? Hold on. Let me see. Let me push this one down. That's a little bit too early. This one, I mean, it is what it is. This is actually old news, but I'm just talking about it. But Polygon, which is Matic, that's crazy how they Polygon with the Matic token. They were I won't explain the history of it, but whatever. They're from the what you call it? They're about to change the name of the token to POL instead of Matic, POL instead of MATIC. It's supposed to be happening around September. I haven't looked at what all they're doing with the upgrade and all that kind of stuff or whatever. It's just getting to the point in the cycle. Like I'm gonna cover the macro news and all the stuff that's going on, but it's in the point in the cycle. Like really trying to focus on where the money's being made and stuff like that. So every once in a while I'll go look at this stuff and seeing what's new and transaction speeds and all that stuff. But they changing the token. That's the news. What we got here, man? Let me tell you, if South Korea, I'm just being honest, y'all. Because I like having houses in different places. I'm gonna put it that way. If South Korea wasn't as close to North Korea, man, they got a lot of good stuff going on. It's actually a clean place too. It's really clean. but it's not like North Korea. But anyway, South Korea inaugural crypto law goes into full effect. South Korea's first crypto regulatory framework came into effect today with a strong focus on investor protection. Local crypto exchanges are required to safekeep at least 80% of users' deposits in a cold wallet. Don't have to read the whole thing, Virtual Protection Act and all that stuff, but they also got the thing. Remember, we was just talking about the other day where they had it, where they holding off on the capital gains on crypto too, man. South Korea's, man, it's looking real nice, man. Might have to get a little condo over there or something. I don't know. Um, but yeah, they're really trying to help their people out. We're really trying to see when the neighbors China is really going to get on the map. Hong Kong's been trying to do their thing. I haven't been looking into Singapore and all that, but whatever. Hopefully, everybody's on the map this cycle, so we can have a lot of money inflowing into the market. Why did I pull this one up? Oh, I'm okay. Should I pull this up later, or let me see? Which one should I talk about first? We really almost at the end, y'all. Um, this is okay. There's two things in this. Is crazy. I just want to talk about this. It's not really related, but it kind of is. But this is Nancy Pelosi on. It was July 3rd. Nancy Pelosi just bought Broadcom calls worth up to $5 million. She bought 20 calls that expire on the 20th of June with the strike price of 800. Blah 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 blah. And then just then, OpenAI is talking to Broadcom about developing a new AI chip per the information. You know, it's crazy how they be trying to get everybody for insider trading and saying what's a scam in crypto and stuff. And these people be oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even pull it up. I even changed it. Yeah. But they be talking about all this stuff. They be insider trading like a mug. Everybody knows about now that Nancy Pelosi does. But I'm gonna just skim through that. But the thing I really want to talk about is pay attention to this. This is not gonna seem big, but if you've been watching the channel long enough, you know that it is. This is what I be trying to tell y'all. Listen to this, and please don't take this in a political manner or a race manner. This is just straight facts, y'all. So not only do we know they be insider trading, this is what pay attention. This is what I be telling you. I've been telling y'all for months. Anybody else hear me talk about this stuff right now? Be saying, "Oh, this dude's a conspiracy theorist." Y'all been watching the channel. I've been told you Republicans gonna win the election. How they was gonna play the thing out, even with him, Trump getting the felony and saying, he's gonna relate more to black people. Then we had the situation this weekend. I've been telling you this stuff before it happened, so it's no conspiracy. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just know this stuff because I write scripts. Anyway, there's another thing I talked about this probably 5 or 6 months ago when people think that when they go in political campaigns and stuff, you think it's somebody who's like went to college and studied politics and economics and world blah 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 when they go to speak at these different cities or whatever. But that's not what happens. If they go to Philly, they get somebody who's a Philly native and they bring them into the place and they say, okay, what's important in this city? Oh, okay, y'all like Philly steaks or whatever. So when I get up there, I'm gonna mention how much I'm gonna mention that I went to Ruby Doopy's Bake Deli and tried the greatest Philly steak in the city or whatever. Because people are like, what, he knows about Ruby Doobies and or whatever. And then people are like, I like this guy, and like that's how it works. There's nobody. The people that write the speeches are probably know nothing about politics. But I also want to mention this. I don't know if y'all can see this on the screen, but this is the same thing they do. Writers control more than y'all think, y'all. And I know this stuff. So this is Nancy, this is the Nancy person responding or whatever. Come at the queen, you best not miss. If that's not the blackest thing I've ever heard. Like it'd be crazy how they be doing this stuff. But when people run these social media platforms, it's been popular lately. Don't act like y'all don't know this. Like a lot of people when they do commercial ads, they use hip hop music and all this kind of stuff or whatever. For whatever reason, we know the reasons. And so lately it's been a thing where black writers been getting, if you want a gig on the side, or if you want, some quick money. If you say you can't get on a TV show because it's not enough TV shows, or the TV shows are overstaffed, or it's just not enough jobs, you can get these little commercial jobs, social media jobs, whatever like that. And to be honest, this is not even the what they call it. This is not even diversity hire. It's just what they want. They like, okay, these black people are hip, so it's easy for black writers to get these jobs now. But it'd be crazy some of the stuff I be seeing on social media. Because y'all know she wouldn't speak like that. Like, come on, best not. That is like Yeah, because you better not miss, but black people be saying you best. Anyway, y'all get it. Anyway, it's not really crypto related. I saw that and I had to say something about it. Anyway, so this one I haven't looked deep into, but I'm gonna form my own opinion on this too. Y'all gonna really think I'm conspiracy central, but whatever. So anyway, I don't want to really talk about this, but Microsoft Windows data blackout downs major financial firms, causes travel chaos. I know some of y'all saw already that they had the delay on the flights for like 12 hours or whatever, because the systems went down or whatever. But let's read on. It's a global Microsoft failure. Windows failure, possibly linked to CrowdStrike software update, has disrupted critical services worldwide, hitting banks with widespread online banking outages and grounding flights. What's the part I want to really get to? Let me just keep it. The big tech giant Microsoft is facing a widespread outage of its Windows system, which has subsequently disrupted various critical services across the globe, including emergency services, banks, airports, and broadcasters. The failure, which began in the late hours of July 18th and continued into the following day, appears to be linked to a cybersecurity software CrowdStrike, according to Forbes' report. It has left many institutions grappling with severe operational challenges. I'm trying to get to the part I wanted. I read the whole article. Pretty much disrupting banking and the payment services, like payroll, how people get paid from their jobs or whatever and stuff. So I keep biting my lip. So number one, then you got the stock plunges. Y'all know I always say they create a reason why, whatever. And people say like, oh yeah, this is bad for the stock. So people probably sold out of it. How fast do y'all think people get to to sell their stocks? And this be the inside. I feel like everybody's coming to Bitcoin. Just put it that way. But what I'm thinking is going to happen. Watch this now. We got the Bitcoin conference coming up next week. Trump been talking about it or whatever. And so one of the main problems they had, it wasn't too much in this article, but it was in some other articles. What the main problem is, a lot of people been having problems with the payroll services and people not being able to get their checks or whatever, whether they pay weekly or bi-weekly. And I can just imagine Trump next week be like, if it was on Bitcoin, you wouldn't have these problems. Nobody would be able to stop your payments because it's Bitcoin. Joe Biden can't stop it. Nancy Pelosi, no one can stop it. Not Elizabeth Warren, not Pocahontas. No one can stop it. That's why you need Bitcoin. And I feel like that's what's going to happen next week. I got to wait and see, because I feel like some kind of way this is going to come up. I just feel like it. But it feels like everything just happened in order the way it should. And I feel like this is what's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. It's, yeah. That's what I think is going to happen. Anyway, I'm just leaving that alone. But more to the orchestrated stuff. I don't know if y'all know, I be doing stuff on purpose. Yeah, I don't even realize I'm doing it on purpose. So some of y'all probably think it's crazy, but usually when I'm playing these ads, I'm showing y'all like NBC and CNN and stuff like this to show you just how scripted it is or whatever. But now I'm playing a Fox clip because I know how y'all are about y'all news sources and everything. But it's the same thing. All this stuff be orchestrated. I just like watching the bad acting, to be honest. It's like watching like SNL or something. Anyway.
Michael Scherer, he's a serious reporter. He has good sourcing. I want to read from him directly. Former President Barack Obama has told allies in recent days that President Biden's path to victory has greatly diminished, and he thinks the president needs to seriously consider the viability of his candidacy. And here's the sourcing. Multiple people briefed on his thinking. This does not show up by accident, Emily. He has greenlighted, in my opinion, as someone who's worked in press, his aides to share this with the Washington Post.
Which is a crucial sea change, Kaylee. And actually before, Marie, when you were talking about it, in my head I was like, no, he doesn't need to come out and say it, because he did it non-verbally. When he guided the president off the stage, he showed the world the president's frailty. He showed the
I like the fake passion they put in their voices and how they trying to put the thought in your head.
World that Barack Obama was still the elder of the party. Although, Marie, that made me feel like I'm an ancient. But
sorry, I got to cut it once again. This is what I'll be talking about, how they already know what they're going to do, but they have to create the visual in your head to say, yeah, that's why I don't want to vote for Biden. Biden was never going to be in office regardless. I knew this 2 years ago. He was never going to be the next president or whatever. But now they have to give the public the reasoning why, like, yeah, that does make sense. That's logical. And so when he doesn't get in office, they can be like, yeah, he didn't get in office because And then the other, okay, so if you, I should keep playing the clip, but I got too many thoughts in my head. So the thing is, the thing is, so you're saying like, well, that doesn't make sense. You know, I hear what you're saying, Zoe, but they saying if he's sick, that's the reason why he's not in office. Well, why are they not replacing him? Because of the same reason I told you. Nothing about this makes any kind of logical sense. He should have been replaced a long time ago, but he's not supposed to win. It's just part of the script. And I repeat this stuff every day. Sometimes I know I'm probably annoying some of y'all, but I'm trying to get you to realize, stop falling for the games, man. Stop falling. Like I said the other day, don't be thinking like, oh, everybody's, if you're Republican, don't think everybody's coming to your side and they're seeing the light and all this crap y'all starting to think, because it ain't got nothing to do with it. Let me say this too. The more you take credit for why Trump gets in office, and the more they watch you take the credit for it, the more they know they got you by the balls, because you're not in control. You're not in control. Like that's just, so the more y'all gloat about this and like, yeah, we went. No, you're not. They over there laughing at y'all. So anyway, let me finish the clip.
At the end of the day, we are now seeing the materialization of the apparitions, right? Because prior to this, for example, as former Speaker Kevin McCarthy said, well, Pelosi controls everyone, right? So Schiff coming out and saying that meant Pelosi told him to do so. Well, then we have reporting that Pelosi herself is speaking face to face with Biden and saying it's time to give this a rest. So what we are seeing is those unseen hands that we knew guiding those forces, writing the letter for George Clooney, telling him to come out. All of those forces are all of a sudden now saying, I'm putting my name directly out there. That represents a fundamental current change. And I think at the end of the day, we are now seeing Biden against the world.
Equal share.
I'm sorry. Man, it's fake passion always. I love when people have fake passion in acting. Because it's funny because I've done like a lot of dark stuff in my acting career. And people always act like, how do you get there? And I'm like, I'm actually substitute. I've been through a lot of hard stuff in my life. So when I'm doing it, it's like, it seems it's real because I've actually went through a lot of stuff. But so when I see people with fake passion, it just makes me laugh because I can feel the difference. But most people can't tell the difference. But anyway, it doesn't matter, y'all. Like I said, but I was telling some of my friends that other day, and they got all emotional, especially when I was telling some of my friends this 2 years ago. And you can imagine, like right now, it's kind of different. But telling them 2 years ago, people want to cuss me out. I've had all kinds of stuff. People crying with anger and stuff. I'm just like, I'm just trying to warn you ahead of time so you know what's going to happen, or whatever. And of course, everybody calls you a conspiracy theorist and all that. But anyway, man. I saw this tweet. Maybe I'll talk about it next week because it's still going to be as relevant. It's a little long, and I want to consolidate it. I should have wrote some notes on it. It was a good tweet, but I can do it. I can do it next week. I don't have to do it this week. Where we at now? 60, 65, 7. All right, let's get to the comments, questions, and concerns. Not going to hold you too long. It's the weekend. I know y'all want to go out to the club and Top Golf and the movies and all that stuff. Hold on just a minute. All right, cool. All right, we back. My bad. So we got a black man said, I wonder how this global tech outage will impact crypto. Oh, it's funny. I use the first comment. I mean, I don't know. I really, to be honest, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I saw it. I didn't even read too many articles on it. I didn't look too deep into it. I know the flights were grounded yesterday. It was funny because one of my friends just took a flight, so thank God they made it safely or whatever. But I haven't read too deep into it. My thing, it's funny how they call everything conspiracy. I'm just the type of person, I always try to think deeper about stuff. So I don't want y'all to think I'm trying to find conspiracy and everything, but sometimes you just gotta think. It's just like I say, brainstorm. Sometimes you just gotta brainstorm the why. It's crazy. Even when I was I'm going on a tangent here, but even when I was growing up and stuff, even as a kid, I mean, like when I was 9 years old, like I might have a girl that liked me or whatever because I was funny. I'm still funny. Y'all don't get to see that, but I'm pretty funny. But anyway, um, yeah, a lot of girls like me because I'm funny. But I would always been the type of guy like any other guy be just like, oh, she like me. Let me kiss her. Let me touch her. Whatever. I was the idiot. I was just like, why do you like me? Like, I need to know why. Like, I've never been the person who just goes along with whatever the first thing is. And it's crazy. Even as I got older, shoot, even my girl now, like, is above my grade or whatever. But I didn't care if a girl was above my grade, above my class, whatever you want to call it. I was the idiot who was just like, why you like me? why are you talking to me? Like, I need to know. So I'm always the person that's gonna ask the why. Well, anyway, like I said, it'd be funny if they use this next week at the conference and seeing how the payment systems went offline or whatever, and then use this to push crypto and Bitcoin. So I don't know. We're gonna see. I mean, to be honest, that's a far fetched thought, but it's still a thought. It's a possibility. So I'm the type of person to think of any possibility. Kate said, I'm sorry, I didn't skip you, Satoshi. He said the same thing. You said a global tech outage. I saw that. But Katie Kate said, what is the history of the Matic name? Well, when it first came out, it was Matic Network, I think. It was Matic Network. Now the Polygon. Well, the Polygon is more so the thing to think about. But yeah, it was Matic Network or whatever. Then it was like a switch to Poly, but they never changed the switch to Polygon, but they never changed the ticker. That's what it was. So it was Matic Network, if I'm not mistaken. It's been so long, but it was Matic Network. They switched to Polygon, but they never changed the ticker, and they left it as Matic. And it was Matic all last cycle or whatever, because people was buying it. You don't want people to get confused because they was making money. So they never changed the ticker. And so now they're changing the ticker to line up with the name. But yeah, it was Matic Network before. Tadip said, I think while everyone is hyper focused on memes, there's greater layer one coins and utility tokens that people aren't talking about. Do you think this is intentional? Oh yes, it's definitely intentional. I mean, it's 1000% intentional. It's crazy because I was on a stream about 2 to 3 weeks ago. I guess the time don't matter. It don't matter. But I was watching somebody stream like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the person was an investor. Listen this clearly. The person who was running the stream, whose YouTube stream it was an investor in this project. Somebody asked about the project on stream, and they like blew it off because when you reading, just like I'm reading our comments now, I don't see the comments until I read whatever the next comment is. So you kind of get caught off guard, right? And so the guy got caught off guard, and they didn't want to FUD their project, right? But they wanted to keep eyes off it, and they completely like avoided it, and it was kind of like some statement, just like you just said, like I'm paraphrasing horribly, but like most people are too focused on small caps right now, and you need to stay in the relative strength, all that bullcrap statements they be saying. And it's so many people who use these terms and they really don't understand why they're used, and they just repeat them. But yeah, he was, well, of course it's a he. I felt like I was giving something away, but I mean, most people in crypto are men. But anyway, he was like, yeah, too many people are focused on small caps. Pay attention to the relative strength. And I'm like, that's what made me really, I mean, I've been realized it, but it just solidified it. Like, oh yeah, y'all trying to get y'all liquidity on the high caps first, because everybody always tells you money goes into big caps and medium caps and small caps, but they don't really tell you what the real game is. And like I said, after a while, when I figured it out, I was like, well, I'd rather not. Yeah, okay, I understand big caps are in first, right? Especially this stuff that's all accessible on Coinbase or whatever. But I'd rather not get caught. What if it doesn't run or whatever, but then it drops 30% versus me going ahead and collecting the stuff that I know is going to run later. That's how I tend to do it, and I feel like it's going to work better. Like I said, last cycle I was conservative. Like I was conservative in almost every way, and still made a lot of money. So I feel like I know everybody says that. Everybody on their YouTube channel tells you that. They're like, I was here last cycle. I know how this goes, and that's the main selling point people tell you. But I really know how this stuff goes. But yeah, to answer your question, it's intentional. They definitely know about these projects. They just want to accumulate, because to explain it plainly, if they can go, collect 10 and 20% on something that's $5 billion market cap, and they can put 500 grand in there and make 20%. That's another $100,000. And they can take, every time they taking profits, they funneling that money back into smaller caps, and they're playing the game all the way top down, big, mid. I just go straight to the middle, medium risk. I do have some low risk ones. We have some, well, this, but some low risk ones. But I'm really playing at medium risk and high risk is why I'm playing at. So they know what they're doing. Sorry, you had something else. You said I think it's a mix of stupid people just not wanting things to pump because they want to stack it. Yep, that too. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of these idiots don't. Some of them don't know. Mostly, like I said, there's channels, and I'm not talking about all of them, but there's a lot of channels. When I say a lot, I mean a lot of channels with over 100,000 subscribers that don't know jack crap about crypto. They just were here last cycle and they started the channel, and the market for crypto channels wasn't saturated last cycle, so everybody was getting the subscribers. It was easy to get subscribers, but a lot of these guys don't know what the crap they're doing. And that's not me trying to compete or what. It's just the truth. Like if you go watch some of them got over 100,000 subscribers, and all you hear them talk about is Cardano, XRP, Algorand. They might talk about Render. I saw one the other day, still had like Sandbox in Decentraland, telling people it was going. I can't remember, what was it, 50, 60x. It was some crazy stuff. I mean, maybe they can, but it's better stuff. But a lot of these channels don't be knowing stuff. Gino's or Pat's Italian district. You must be fine. Sometimes I'll be forgetting what I talk about in the stream or whatever. I really want to go. I know a couple of people in Philly. I want some authentic Philly steak. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I want some see what the Philly steak really hitting on. A black man said the world is too connected, strategically planned. Yeah, this stuff be strategically planned, man. And it's just like I'm telling you, man, it's and when I say this stuff, I'm not stupid. I know how easily it is to sound crazy and like a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but that's the trick they play. Like, what's the saying? I think they said, what's the difference between the truth and a conspiracy theory? And somebody was like 3 to 6 months. Like, you think it's a conspiracy theory until the information comes out. Like, even the whole thing we had last cycle or whatever. People have been saying it's planned. A lot of people are in denial. The thing that hurts about it is especially even with the situation this weekend, because you're like, oh, somebody lost a loved one, a family member. So that makes it hard to talk about and hard for them to, be able to accept that this country don't give a crap. They'll sacrifice people. I was talking to somebody about it, and I hate to get to this, but it's on my mind. So somebody was saying, I believe 1,000% that this is the truth. They told old boy this weekend, like, hey, we're gonna give you the Kyle Rittenhouse treatment, man. You're gonna be a star. We're gonna make sure you get a little bit of time. Blah 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 blah. We gonna plead insanity, minor, whatever they was gonna do. They said we're gonna give you the Kyle Rittenhouse treatment. They said, nah, bro, you're gonna be a sacrifice. All right, see you later. And it's hard for the people to accept that. These people don't care. Your life don't mean nothing to them, man. So they be planning all kinds of diabolical stuff, and just people just not willing to accept it. It's like I said, especially if it's hit home with you, like it's hard to accept. I'm a person of empathy, so I feel for people, but just gotta watch out, man. I don't know how else to say it, but this stuff definitely be planned. Do you have an estimate when the bull run will start? Nah. End is actually both of them are hard, but I would say there's almost easier to say when it may end than when it will start. I mean, because technically the bull run has already started, but you talking about the big movements and all that kind of stuff. November, maybe? November? No, I feel like November and February we could see some like real runs. I try to answer that best as I can. But yeah. Like I said, I feel like we're gonna get a run here to July, whatever, but for different reasons. Like I said, I feel like August, at least the end of August, might not be so pretty, and I don't think September is either. But we'll see. But I know people speculating the first rate cuts, which I still think is going to be the second at the end of September. Yeah, I got too many thoughts in my head. Y'all can see me thinking, can't y'all? I was trying to grab thoughts out of my head. But even like this month, when I said that, I was like, not only did I know it's going to be a bunch of events to pump and dump the market this month, it's also, like I said, I know how our script is written out, and I know we're in that portion of, at least the way I saw it. I haven't looked deep. Like what I try to do is like line the pages up of a script with how long each page is lasting in this bull cycle, but I haven't done that yet. But like this month, it feels like the area when a lot of, let's just call it volatility, because I can't compare it to a script, but a lot of volatility is supposed to happen, and it's been happening just like we thought. So anyway, November, February, it could be some good runs. Wait a minute, I think I skipped some comments. Oh, you said is. Oh yeah, I know what you meant. August said best Philly's cheesesteak, not crypto related, although everything will be crypto related sooner than later. Oh, you would tell me, yeah, the best Philly steak. No, I got you. Because I mean, I've heard of those places because I know people from Philly, but I still haven't tried one out yet. Satoshi, you said, was that? Oh, that's probably when I was doing my little Trump impression. August said American politics wag the dog game. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's all smoke and mirrors and games. Crypto Rose said DT walked out to 50 Cent song Many Man last night. I told my girl last week that would happen and she wouldn't believe. Yeah, of course. I liked it how y'all catching on this stuff, because the first thing was the whole felony thing or whatever. And I was surprised nobody made like a felony song. They made a felon meme coin, but nobody made a song or whatever. But I knew that was gonna happen. I forgot to talk about it the other day, but yeah, definitely. Some of the supporters kind of confused. They're like, wait, what's going on? Yep. I can imagine that. Blackmore fam said, have a great weekend, y'all. All right. You too, Blackmore. I don't know if you're saying you out or whatever, but yeah, I hope everybody has a great weekend. I thought the weekend was yesterday, to be honest. Stoch said, elite and world leaders aren't human. They have a strong dislike for us. Man, as long as they making money is all they care about. The crazy thing is they be shooting themselves in the foot sometimes and they don't even realize it. And I can call out many ways they did that and they don't realize it. But that's what greed does to you. You'll be digging a ditch for somebody else and be digging a ditch for yourself and won't even realize it. Black man said family likewise. Oh, you're talking to yeah. August said, would you agree that the top meme on its chain pumps better than base layer? Oh, I mean, yeah, that's the thing people been throwing around all cycle. But before the chains are also much bigger market caps, so that's not really, I know people like to throw that around like it's a theory, but it's just really just math, because the meme coin market caps are smaller, so of course they're gonna pump faster. Black Morph says yes, cheesesteak and tasty cakes. What's tasty cakes? I don't know that one. You might have to put me on to something. Ashwin said, I asked because my wallet got drained and I need to start from zero. Wait, what did I miss? Wait, I don't remember what comment you said that correlated to your wallet being drained. You said, do I have an estimate when the bull run will start? Are you for real, Ashwin? Your wallet got drained? Like, where were you keeping your crypto at? Were you keeping all your crypto? I was just talking about this yesterday. Were you keeping all your crypto on a hot wallet like MetaMask or something? Oh, I guess I gotta wait for you to respond. Man, what in the world? Katie Kate said, no, you need cold storage. Yeah, for real. Black man, I'll see you in a minute. I'm just trying to kick up. I'm gonna come back to you, Black man. Trying to see what Ashwin said. I have cold storage. Gonna dump it next time on that. Oh, you for real? Yes, I clicked the fake airdrop link. Oh man, come on. Yeah, man, you gotta send your stuff to cold storage, man. I'm sorry to hear that, but like I said, I know sometimes it feels inconvenience, especially when you send it from exchange. You got to put the two-factor authenticator in, your email code, and all that stuff. But man, please, y'all, send your stuff immediately to cold storage. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully you got a little time though. I mean, there's always gonna be stuff to collect, man, and yeah. Get it together this time. Don't keep your stuff on MetaMask. We had somebody else that happened too. So yeah. A black man said, "Thanks for what you do. Stay vigilant. Don't rage against the machine. Just unplug it." Yeah, man. Oh, definitely. I don't. I try not to let stuff bother me. It's funny because I be telling the truth. Like if you've been on the channel a while, I know the big blow up I had a couple of weeks or months ago now. But I'm really chill, man. I'm just a protector of people that I care about and I love. And like I said, I was saying back then, even I don't even know half of y'all. I don't know 98% of y'all in the Patreon, but I still care about the people that in my Patreon and stuff like that. And just like I do my family, my loved ones, or whatever. So I was even surprised at how hard I snapped. And other people they're gonna make up the reasons why they think I snapped that day, and it's not even what they think. It's just because I wanted, excuse me, people in my Patreon to be able to collect on a certain token because I was trying to play that token a certain way. And anyway, I don't let people mess up my mood too much. I'm pretty chill. If anything, like I said, I mean, y'all literally never get to see this, but I'm pretty goofy. I'm pretty goofy. I'm always trying to make people laugh, but we're talking about crypto. I don't have time for jokes and all that kind of stuff. As he said, good Friday, y'all. Good Friday to you too. Now that I thought yesterday was Friday, it's weird. Today feels like Tuesday. I don't even know. Ashwin said, "Don't feel sorry, bro. It was my fault." Yeah, you got to move that stuff to cold storage as fast as you can. Matter of fact, I got to look at that thing again. What you see is what you get. So I seriously think so many people still don't know the difference between hot and cold wallets. Yeah, maybe I should got to spend some time on stream and talk about that one day. But I mean, basically, I always say the hot wallets are like the browser extensions. Like the MetaMask, the Trust wallets. The thing is, I don't even use them enough to even remember what they are. And to be honest, even Phantom Wallet, it's just like the browser extension can be considered a hot wallet or whatever. Cold wallets are also called hard wallets, and that's the other crazy thing. They got 4 different names, but cold wallets also hard wallets. The ledgers, One Key, Keystone, Tangem, Treasure. Even though I dislike them, I still haven't. I keep saying I think I'm gonna try out the EliPal one. Something kept me from trying that one out. I can't remember what it was, but I'll stick to those and just get multiple different ones of the ones I trust. Satoshi said Tangent is great and easy to use. Yeah, I like Tangent. Like I remember even before I saw Tangent before the whole Ledger thing happened with the backdoor thing, and I was a big, I'm a Ledger guy. I was a Ledger guy, and I really wasn't even trying to try nothing new. And I know a lot of people like that. This cycle, I'm like, yo, you should try Tangent. Like it's really dope. Not to mention it's a card, and if you want to carry it in your wallet or whatever, it's much easier than trying to take through stuff and people asking what this device is. Could it be? And can I say the B word? The thing they have on planes sometimes and cause mayhem. They got to ask if it's that. You don't have that anymore. It's just a card. Nobody has to ask what it is or whatever anymore. So yeah. What you see is what you get. Said public wallet addresses like your Cash App tag. You can only receive only, but not enough to withdraw. Oh, you trying to give the education on the channel. I just realized what you're saying. Yeah, your Cash App username, password is your private key is required to withdraw. Look at you. You might have to have you draw up the lesson. Hot wallet equals private key. It's connected to the internet. So if the wallet is hacked, your account can be drained. Look at you. Look at you. You're gonna have to now. You got to make the video. You got to make the video now. You got to go start your own YouTube channel and make the video. That's what I try to do on this channel. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I feel like when people saying like I'm talking in circles or rambling, it's usually because, and I'm not trying to say anybody's dumb, but I try to break stuff down on my channel so everybody can understand it and nobody has to question what I meant or whatever. And I will say sometimes I may try to oversimplify stuff and it may make it more difficult, but my goal at the end of the day is always to say something so nobody has to feel stupid and asking the question in the comments. Because some people, their anxiety is just that high. You'd be like, well, how they gonna have anxiety about it if we can't see them and we don't know who they are? Some people's anxiety still bothers them that much they can't even type out a question. And so when I'm on my channel, I don't care. I'd rather ramble and try to break it down so everybody can understand it. But what you see is what you get. I like how you broke that down or whatever for people. And maybe I got it. I thought I was going to be making more of those videos this cycle, but the time it takes to research stuff is just takes a long time. Ashwin said, I have a tangent, going to use it for storage next time. Not going to make the same mistake. I hope not. Seriously, like send it immediately there. Just take, it takes a little time, but yeah. Ashwin said, but this is your first cycle. So I had a hard learning experience. This space can be tricky. Oh, damn, it's your first cycle too. Ashwin, are you in the group? Because like I said, I know y'all have different screen names or whatever. If you're in the, well, just, you don't have to tell me on the stream who you are in the group. Just send me a DM. It'd be hard for me to get to my DM sometimes, but let me know who you are in the group if you're in the group. Blackmore fam says, so true. Thank you guys for sharing your knowledge. Yeah, I swear to y'all, like, I know a lot of people gloat about, like, oh, I got this tutorial and this blah, 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 my Patreon. My main goal is focused on finding stuff. So finding picks for people so y'all can make money. I would love to do all the tutorial videos and this, that, and the other, but I'm not trying to knock anybody, but I feel like a lot of people just offer that stuff when they know the group really has nothing to offer. So they got to make a whole bunch of videos, tutorials, and this, that, and the other. It's like, for what? Like, I'm focused on making the money and buying the right projects. And so anyway, I don't want to get on that too long, but whatever. Ashwin said, no, I'm not. You're not in the group? Nah, man. Got to get in the group, man. I'm going to tell you, you're missing a lot of stuff. It's crazy. I'm really slept on, but I think a lot of people, once they get in there, even though we had some price bleeds on some stuff, and most people get into crypto thinking it's up only, and you're just gonna make money, and an altcoin that you talked about starts bleeding, they're like, wait, maybe this is bad. But when I try not to babysit people, so you start to almost like it. So if it bleeds, you got to go do your own research and be like, wait, why was he bullish on this? Wait, what's going on? So you start doing your own research and realize why different projects are bullish. But anyway, a lot of stuff we have in there, people are not even thinking about to talk about. So it's up to you, Ashwin, man. It's up to you whether you want to get in the group or not. You said, but I like your content. You're truthful. Yeah, I don't have time for games and stuff. It's funny. I every once in a while I try to read through the group and stuff. Like when I get a chance, like when I wake up in the morning, one of y'all was like, yeah, when I started watching Zoe, man, I was like, this dude boring. But I mean, I'm like I said, my goal is not to grow the channel, so I don't be trying to overhype stuff. Like I said, it's like picking up the phone. I'm just talking to y'all about crypto or whatever. But anyway, the person was like, yeah, when I started watching Zoe, he was born, but you slowly realize that I know what I be talking about. So I don't have to sell myself. And that's how other people going to do it. That's why they're going to get more Patreon people or more YouTube subscribers. But the thing is, I think it's a dangerous thing. If I don't want to grow a channel with people who need to be hyped up and who need to see some kind of 2% gain or whatever all the time or whatever, those people are not going to make it as far as they think. And stuff. So I don't want to even build that culture on my channel. Like, I got to come back. So give me my dopamine. Like, I'm not here to give you dopamine. Sorry, but I'm not here to give you dopamine, sugar rush, caffeine hit, crypto hopium, none of that. Every once in a while I may say something that's crypto hopium, but I'm really just here to talk about what's going on. And I'm not here to hype anybody up. And I'll just be honest, I'm not trying to be condescending, but you just need to be a grown person, a grown man, a grown woman, and have your own conviction. You shouldn't need me to hype you up. And that's, if you have that, I think that's something. And once again, I got issues too. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I feel like that's something you need to work on. If you constantly need to be hyped up, or so you got to have your own conviction. Like I said the other day. All right, we should be back. Y'all catch up in a couple of seconds. But I was saying, like, I always like being an underdog, and at the basketball court, people like try to pick all the best people on the team or whatever. Me, I was like, let me pick one other person that's about as good as me, and I'll pick 3 other kids to play with and see how, if I can win or whatever. because I'm a go getter. I hype myself up. So I mean, it's cool if I'm just not here for the hopium. I'm just really trying to help people understand the market. Anyway, I think you already. I read that. You said I like your content. You're truthful. Blackmore family said join the group today. Yeah, you probably should, but it's up to you. You know what your finances are or whatever. And like I said, I don't lock anybody into no lifetime membership. And people didn't even ask me like, oh, because I can't put a lifetime price up right now. But I don't know. People, I don't know. People may need their money later. So if you want to join and then whatever, get out, do what you want to do. Not gonna lie, I was triggered when I first saw your Casper video a week ago or so, but I see where you're coming from, and I can tell you're a good dude. Have a good weekend. Hey, you too, man. Yeah, I'm just trying to give people realism. And it's funny, one of the people I know, I'll tell you, these people be watching me because like soon as after I put that video up, everybody was showing me that they put a video talking about realistic price in Casper. Man, like people following people who are followers. That's just always been weird to me. But whatever. But yeah, like I said, yeah, I don't be trying to flood Casper. I just be trying to get people to think correctly. Teddy said, I used to think you were boring, but now I love it. I know it. It's crazy because literally my whole rest of my life is entertainment and entertaining people. And to be honest, that's probably why I'm like this now. You got to balance it out. I can't be an entertainer 24/7. And that's what acting, with music, literally everything I do is like entertainment. So I'm just, you know, listen, I'm sorry to say it this way, but I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid to entertain anybody. I get paid money to entertain. So when I come here, I'm like, all right, cool. I can turn that off and just chill. But like I said, I don't even take offense to it. I know when I come over here, I talk very monotone. I talk probably slowly sometimes when I'm not reading too fast because I'm trying to read through stuff. So I don't even take offense to it. I know it can be boring. I'm talking very monotone. I'm talking in a very boring tone. There's no inflections in my voice. So yeah, I understand how it's boring, but it's you got to be here for the information, and we making money. And like I said, the YouTube is to talk about the macro for the Ashwins or whoever is watching. Like I'm not going to come over here and tell 100x gems or whatever. I talked about that one meme coin, which I think it still can it can do all right, whatever. But that's not even one of the most bullish meme coins. It's just like, all right, this is a hot narrative right now. Let's jump in this and see what it's going to do. We'll get back to it later. But yeah, I don't be talking about the plays on my group. All that information is in the group. But yep, the YouTube stream's just the boring monotone, just talking about crypto. Paul Davis said, I used Exodus last cycle. Probably one of the worst. Yeah, man, I remember when I was like, oh, this thing looks so nice. I think a lot of people start with Exodus. You're going to get Coinbase. I think I had Coinbase and then Exodus was next. I don't know when I got crypto.com. But yeah, Exodus, man. And I think everything is still in Ethereum. Like I think everything you have to transact is in Ethereum. I don't even think you can like do Solana trades and transactions on there. Like, yeah, Exodus is not it, man. I haven't opened my Exodus wallet in so long. Then I still got some XRP on there because what is it? I keep forgetting. What is it? 10, 20, 15, 50? I think it's like 10 or 20 XRP you got to keep in each cold wallet or whatever. Man, that thing made me so mad when I found that out. So yeah, XRP ain't really doing nothing, no way. Teddy, I feel like you took me to the next level with your approach. I appreciate that, man. I'm just chilling, man. I ain't trying to hype nobody up. People who looking for quick gains, I mean, they can have that. We can get some quick gains sometimes, but I'm here for the long haul or whatever. And I got conviction in the stuff we're in and stuff. And I'm always here to answer questions when people are like, hey, are you still, bullish on this or whatever? Or how much are you bullish on this? What percentage? We talk about all that stuff, but yeah, man, I'm not here to be nobody's hype, man. Got to pay somebody else for that. But anyway, if you do Ashwin, I would definitely recommend, just from some of the stuff you're saying, if that's what happened to you, you probably do need a little bit more help. And what I will say is, like I said, I might not have billion thousand like beginner tutorial videos or whatever. I do have like a course that I've done a couple of times for people that I charge for to help people that's new. But for the most part, people in my group will, everybody tries to help people out when you have a beginner's question or whatever. And most of my time is spent researching or whatever and finding good projects. But yeah, I would definitely say try to group out. But it's all up to you. But if you do want to try to group out, it is at patreon.com/cryptozo. I believe it'll help you a whole lot, like a whole lot. I wish you weren't starting over and got your wallet drained. then you would have more stuff to play with. Because I think the last person just came in. I don't want to say who you are unless you on stream. You want to say, but yeah, really, really helped their portfolio out because it wasn't the worst, but it needed that help. That's what we'll say. But yeah, anyway, patreon.com/cryptozo. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Don't be stressed out about the market or political stuff and other stuff. Just chill. Enjoy the weekend. I don't want to say touch grass because I hate using cliches, but y'all know what it is. Have a chill weekend. Have a good weekend. And I'm going to see y'all next time.